Yeah, those White Sox. Brandon Webb, there he is. Hanley Ramirez, 1 for 10 since signing that big contract. He decided to take the day off. And with Brandon Webb throwing nasty stuff like that, I'd take a day off too. Gets Mike Jacobs on the nasty changeup. Then former D-back Luis Gonzalez. Webb was perfect through 3. In the 5th, D-backs have a 1-0 lead. Same matchup, Webb against Gonzo. When Gonzalez reaches out and hits it over Chris Young's head. A lot of room and a lot of seats, as always. Geez, can people come out and watch this ball club? Gonzalez in safely with his first triple of the year. Next up, Matt Trainer. Now, Webb is thinking, I wonder what the Marlins are thinking. So he bluffs towards third to see if the Marlins are thinking squeeze. They weren't then, they are now. 2 pitches later, Skippy Freddie Gonzalez calls for the squeeze, and it works. So Luis Gonzalez is in, and we're tied at 1. And you wonder if that squeeze maybe messed with Webb's concentration, because the next batter, Cody Ross, takes him deep. This is interesting because it's just the first home run that Webb has given up to a right-handed hitter all season, and it's the first time he's been down after 5 innings. Still a 2-1 game in the 7th when Gonzo, facing Webb, brings in another run. Marlins win 3-1. Ricky Nolasco, 7 strong innings as Webb loses his first game of the season, 3-1 to the Fish. Watch what happened in the Cardinals-Padres game in San Diego. Top 3, Cardinals are down 2-0. Albert Pujols facing San Diego pitcher Chris Young. Pujols just reaches out and sends a liner that ricochets off Young's face.
And Pujols,
Young is obviously in immense pain. He was on the ground for several minutes. You see the blood streaming from his forehead, and you might have saw that his nose swelled up very quickly. Josh Bard obviously concerned. Young, after several minutes, was able to walk off at his own power, taken to a local hospital with a broken nose. Now, later in the inning, Troy Gloss singles to right, Aaron Miles scores, and then Pujols slides in safely at the expense of catcher Josh Bard. Now, if you're squeamish, do not look at this replay. Take a look at the ankle.
Can't believe this.
Oh, man.
Now Bard got hurt.
Bard had to be helped off the field. Team says he suffered a sprained ankle. Terrible season thus far for San Diego. Have the worst record in Major League Baseball, and then these 2 gruesome injuries. Kevin Kuzminoff robbed by Skip Schumacher. Spectacular catch. Big night for Schumacher as he had 4 hits in the game. Cardinals go on to win by the final 11-3. Here's Albert Pujols talking about the injuries. AAA Pawtucket, pretty good velocity and location, 93 miles an hour, gets Jose Guillen. Check out Tom Hallian with the emphatic rah call. Same thing on John Buck. He's painting the corners, showing pretty good velocity, 92-94, 4 strikeouts for Cologne. Joey Gathright, the drag bunt. Kevin Youkilis can't make the tag, so Gathright reaches. Alex Gordon then brings him in. Gathright scores. He scored 3 times. It's 2-1 Kansas City. Next batter, it's Guillen. And Cologne gets him to pop up to second to Dustin Pedroia. So there's 2 outs in the inning. A little bit later, Cologne gets out of the inning when he gets Martian looking. 74 pitches, 5 innings, 2 runs allowed for Cologne, and the Red Sox make him a winner. Julio Lugo brings in Coco Crisp. Red Sox win 6-3 over the Royals.
Orioles, Yankees. New York remains in last place in the AL East. Derek Jeter, he's in there despite taking a pitch off the left wrist Tuesday check swing there. Jeter hustles, thrown out though. Yankees up 3-0. Jeter 0 for 3 in a rib in this one. Chad Muller there scored from third. Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod, all right. Hit one his first game back on Tuesday. Adds another here. 6th home run of the season. Yanks up 4-0. Dare I say, see ya. Bottom 6. Yanks up 6-0. Jeter on second. Rodriguez decides he's going to see another one go into the seats, right? That appears to be a home run. Jeter scores. A-Rod going to slide into second, uncertain with the call. A-Rod, what's the deal? 2 bases, 4. 4's better for me. I'd like to have 4. All right, umpires are going to discuss this, and while they do, we'll flash back to the Mets-Yankees game at the stadium over the weekend. Carlos Delgado umps mistakenly rule it a foul ball. Fans going to show you the mark on the pole. Yeah, that should be a home run. We watch this one. The ball clearly hits off the yellow steps behind the wall. That, too, should be a home run, but the umpires, the crew chief there, say that's a double. A-Rod pleading his case. Doesn't matter. 2 missed home run calls. Yankee Stadium this week, but one for each side, so you know what they say.
It evens out.
They all even out. Joe Rasmussen strikes out Adam Jones. He went 7 innings, no runs, 6 Ks. In the 8th, Jabba Chamberlain on. He's going to stick around for a while. New York remains, as I said, in last, but they're going to effort Jabba Chamberlain into the starting rotation. He gets Freddie Bynum. Little tapper. Muller's going to make the play. Joe Girardi said, I threw him 2. We got to stretch him out. So this is big news in New York and Nebraska. Yanks win. Steve Phillips and Jabba make
Starter Sean Chacon, 9 no decisions in his first 9 starts this season. First player in Major League history to do that. Speaking of history, that pitch is history. Derek Lee, near the train tracks there at Minute Maid Park, his 11th of the season. Cubs jumped out to a 2-0 lead, eventually lead 3-0, but it's 3-1, 2-1 for El Caballo. Carlos Lee, 3-run homer, his 10th of the season. Houston back on top, 4-3. But it's 5-3 Houston in the 7th. Cubs threatening. Runner at third. Mark DeRosa can't hold up on the nasty curveball. 5 strikeouts in 7 innings for Chacon. In the 8th, look at the big Puma. Lance Berkman! You know why they call him a Puma? Because he's like a cat, so he lands on his feet all the time. Astros get a win for Chacon, 5-3.
Mets Braves. Atlanta swept a doubleheader on Tuesday from Willie Randolph's club. Content to win just 1 game on Wednesday. Our colleague Rick Sutcliffe back in the booth for the first time since his diagnosis and treatment for colon cancer. Sut had his A game, 3rd inning. Art Teixeira with 2 outs. It's the ball to Luis Castillo, who's playing very deep. Because Teixeira, well, he'll hit it very deep. He beats it out, safe at first. Inning continues, and so often happens. Next batter, Brian McCann. It's a deep fly ball to right over the second baseman's head, out of the reach of your right fielder. Couple runs will score, so the Braves go from 1 down. They're ahead now 2-1. 3-1 game after the 3rd. Castillo's not happy, throws the glove. Palfrey throw. We have a lot of glove throwing, fairly immature, but you know what? Kids will be kids. It's a kid's game. Chipper Jones, 398th career homer.
Series in D.C. Jamie Moyer hasn't lost to this Nationals franchise since they were the Expos in '91. He is 45 years old. 45? Jimmy Keane, what is he, 45? Moyer getting out of some trouble. Felipe Lopez grounds out to second. 6 innings, 3 strikeouts for Moyer. Ryan Howard, dealer all or nothing with this guy. 31 hits this season. 10 have been homers. Facing Matt Chico. You want to mess with me, Chico? 11th home run of the season, 4-0 Phillies. That was in the 5th. In the 5th, next inning, they really do some business. There's Howard again. He homered twice, part of a 3-hit night for him. The Phillies scored 8 times in the 6th. They win big, 12-2.
Mariners, Tigers, a couple of solid 18-win teams going at it Wednesday. Jared Washburn has lost 6 straight games against Detroit, and this isn't going to be helpful. He's already trailing 2-1, and the singles just keep coming. Placido Polanco in the 3rd, Gary Sheffield in the 3rd, Miguel Ordonez in the 3rd. Each starter had a hit by the end of the 3rd. That hasn't happened in the last 40 years. You saw Miguel Cabrera get one, Carlos Guillen, an RBI single. Sheffield will score. So the Tigers lead 4-1 after 5 consecutive singles, but wait, there's more. How about Marcus Timms with the bases chucked? And as you know, I like to say, you got to have the money ball. 5th career grand slam. Tigers win 9-4. They activate Dontrell Willis. They're going to start him out in the bullpen.
Angels and Blue Jays in Toronto. Vladimir Guerrero, a strike zone that starts from his bill of his helmet to the spikes in his shoes. Look where he got that one from Sean Markham.
Right in the wheelhouse.
Yeah, 5th of the season, and then in the 3rd, another one. 34th career multi-homer game for Vlad makes it 4-1. Matt Stairs, he brought his big boy swing, but did not go as far. Grounds into the 3-6-3 double play, so that ends a threat in the 7th. In the 9th, it's K-Rod facing Alex Rios, Garrett Anderson. Did nothing for my fantasy team on Wednesday, but made a nice catch there. K-Rod, league-leading 19th save. Angels hold on to win 4-3.
Indians, White Sox. Chicago's won 6 in a row to get some separation out front in the Central. This is the Indian starter, man. He's looking for his 100th career win. Big Paul Bird. Jermaine Dye takes Bird out. 3-run homer. That's totally against the whole 100-win thing. Bird 5 1/3, 5 hits, 5 earned, so not so good. Jorge Julio now on the mound, still in the 6th, 2 on, 1 out. The 0-2 count, that always gets you. Not only you get fined in the Kangaroo Court, Joe Creedy will double, Jim Thome scores, all kinds of bad things happening, so Julio knows that. He's not happy. We have another glove throwing. Bottom 7, Sox up 5-2. Dye, thanks, I'll have 2. 8 on the year now, 18th multi-homer game, and Julio still not amused by the goings-on. Sox win 7-2. They've now won 7 straight.
Red skipper Dusty Baker He and his team winless in their last 8 games at Dodger Stadium. Of course, Dusty Baker had some great moments as a Dodger in this dojo. Johnny Cueto, wild pitch. James Loney scores to tie it at 1. Bottom 4, it's now tied at 2. That's a pass ball on Paul Bacco. DeWitt scores. Cueto 5 innings, 7 hits allowed, 4 earned runs. Ken Griffey hasn't homered in his last 88 at-bats. That's the second longest streak of his career, still sitting on 597 for his career. This is number 89 as he flies out to deep right. He fouled out in the 9th, so he's sitting at 90 at-bats without a homer. Reds have now lost 9 straight at Dodger Stadium, 5-2.
Rays and A's, last 5 of these contests have gone in favor of the Tampa team, so Danny Evelyn would like to reverse that trend. Here he reverses Gabe Gross. Why don't you turn around, go back to the dugout. Jack Cust at bat, Andy Sonnenstein. Yeah, poor Andy. Cust crushes that one, 2-run shot. A's up 6-0. He had 2 in this game, 3rd multi-homer game of his career. Sonnenstein, no match for Evelyn in this one. He strikes out B.J. Upton and then gets Carlos Pena. Evelyn, his first career complete game. The A's cruise 9-1 win. Evelyn now 3-0, an ERA of less than 1 in home starts. Tuesday in Pittsburgh, decided to get greedy, go for a second. Ian Snell, top 5, tied at 1 with a runner on second when Ryan Braun gets a base knock. Snell actually, small victory here because he didn't give up a home run. It was just a triple. Ricky Weeks scores ahead of him, 2-1 Brewers. Bottom 9, 4-1. Ben Sheets looking for the complete game. He gets it, 6 Ks, but gets a complete game 11 hitter. Brewers win.
Twins, Nick Blackburn taking on the Texas team, facing Milton Bradley in the 2nd inning. Full count. Bradley rung up by umpire Jeff Nelson, who, by the way, is a free agent in the Umpire Fantasy League. Bradley eventually is thrown out of this game. So manager Ron Washington comes out. He wants a taste, and Nelson says, you know what? Here's my card. Get out of here. So that's 2 in one night for Jeff Nelson. Ian Kinsler, that's 3 for him, a 3-run homer. Texas wins 10-1. Sidney Ponson, 3-0 for the Rangers.
Sports Center's top plays. Number 10, Levy. Wednesday night fights. Junior lightweights undercard, 7th round. Johnny Edwards, big punch. Freddie Norwood goes down. Now, here's what the audio sounded like if you're Freddie.
My grandmama gave me that chain. College baseball, South Carolina and LSU. Blake Dean, walk-off home run for the Bayou Bengals. Tigers win 5-4.
Number 8, college baseball ACC tournament. Georgia Tech, NC State. Nick Stanley lines it to right field. Charlie Blackman fires the cutoff man. We're throwing it home. And NC State's Tommy Foskey trying to score. Oh, goodness. There's your collision. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not the aluminum bats. It's the crash. Tech 110-9.
Cubs at Astros. Carlos Lee, foul ball. Ryan Theriot played college ball at LSU. Oh, and that is a tremendous catch. But the Cubbies lose 5-3 in Houston.
Number 6, Champions League final, Manchester United, Chelsea. Ronaldo plays the cross into the box. Carlos Tevez heads the ball for Peter Cech, makes one great save, and then Michael Carrick, he stops him as well. Boink! Oh, so close now. And you would end up winning, but that was exciting stuff there.
Number 5, Rangers and Twins. Minnesota's Carlos Gomez. He is the gangster of glove. Robin Brandon Boggs. But the Twins lose big, 10-1.
Number 4, would you believe? It's the soccer. Extra time, Ryan Giggs, good chance in the box, but John Terry makes the spectacular play. The head. Now, usually in soccer, in the top plays, they're actually making goals. Here it's the non-goals, but they're still very good.
At number 3, Rod Barajas. Doing some work for the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, very nice. I mean, he's got shin guard, so that's dangerous, but it's, you know, not bullfighting dangerous or anything.
No, number 2, Cards Padres, Kevin Kuzmanoff. Deep to left center, Skip Schumacher. Skip reaches out, lays out, fantastic catch. The Cardinals win 11-3.
Saves a run.
Nice work by 5-5 out there in the middle.
Champions League final, Chelsea's Nicholas Anelka.
Van der Sar for Manchester United. It's mission accomplished for United in Moscow. Champions League is theirs. United are the stars of Europe.
Johan Santana makes his second start against the Braves as a member of the Mets seeking to salvage the finale of a 4-game set. Chipper Jones, second highest batting average this late into the season in the last 25 years. Hey, there's a nice double play for Santana. Average down to 407. Whoops. Don't elevate softly to Carlos Beltran. Just his 4th homer of the season, however. 1-0 Mets. Next pitch, you go back, Jack, do it again. Carlos Delgado's 6th. Willie Randolph, New York loves you again. 2-0 Mets. To the 7th inning. Braves still down now 2-1. 1 on, 1 out. Omar Infante. He's got a bloop one. Kelly Johnson scores. We're tied. 2 batters later, Chipper getting picky here with this late inning average. There's Chipper's response. This is a fadeaway base hit to right. The Keister's going towards the third base dugout. He singles to right. Santana gave up a career-high 12 hits. Chipper's hitting .412, the area code in Pittsburgh. Top of the 9th, Mets down 4-2. David Wright, oh, bless his heart. He must be the sickest man in Atlanta. He gets doubled off at first, and look at the Braves. They win again. The Braves destroy the Mets in every way during this 4-game sweep. New York now 1 game under 500. They're 4.5 games out of first place. The Braves get their first 4-game home sweep of the Mets since July of '03 as they outscore New York by 18 runs.
Marlins have been beaten up on the Diamondbacks. Doug Davis watching, hoping his team can get 1 game off the Marlins. We'll have more on Doug here in a moment. Hanley Ramirez hitting .322 as a leadoff, .268 when dropped to the 3 spot. So we're putting him back at the top of the order, and welcome to the Laser Show. He just rams that one off Dan Herron. He's just going to keep turning left till he gets to third base. He's later going to score on a ground out, so it's 1-zip fish. Safe, accurately called, easily called. 1-zip, let me just tell you, Andrew Miller will make that stand up. He's twirling, which is different than spinning a top. Against Stephen Drew. Oh, that was filthy. Justin Upton, no. How about, let's have Stephen Drew try again. No. Okay, let's have Upton try again. No. Maybe Stephen Drew will have better luck. No. How about Upton? Okay, Drew and Upton strike out 3 times apiece. Miller, 7th innings, no runs, career high 9 Ks, and the Marlins sweep the D-backs.
Hey, it's Fudge on the big horse. All right, Mark Burley and the White Sox looking for 8 in a row. Burley gets Asdrubal Cabrera to ground into the 4-6-3 double play out of the inning. Top of the 7th board, double play help. This time Casey Blake. 7 strong for Burley, only 2 hits, 1 run. To the 8th, we're still tied at 1, 2 outs. Carlos Quentin. As John Anderson first reported, going to heaven. Brian Anderson, any relation?
I assume so if it was a good play.
Bad move by the Indians. White Sox lead 2-1 as David DeLucia throw is a bit off. That enables Quinton to go to second. He then comes home on the Jermaine Dye base hit. Dye is really focused right now. The White Sox are cooking. They've won 8 in a row. The Indians have lost 6 in a row. Sweep the Tribe. The Indians get just 4 runs total in the series after scoring 19 against the Southsiders in the first series of the season. Again, 8 in a row, and the White Sox lead the AL Central by 3.5 games.
All right, 7-game win streak. The Red Sox, they've won 6 in a row, and they lost 4 straight before that, so they're 6-4 in their last 10. Very respectable. Chance to sweep away the Royals at Fenway. J.D. Drew up in the 2nd inning with the bases loaded. His team's down 1-0. Brian Bannister dealing in shades of Game 6 of the ALCS. Drew has himself the money ball. Grand slam, just his 4th home run of the season. Sox up 4-1. Now the Royals 5-3 game. Tiger to play, 2 outs, Dice K. Matsuzaka strikes out Alberto Callaspo. He went 5 2/3, walked 6, 7 Ks, got out of there, did fine. Red Sox up 7-3. Manny Ramirez coming up. Rose manager Trey Hillman says, I would like to intentionally walk him. He's the manager, so they go ahead and they follow orders. Now, Hillman has a right-hander there ready to go in the pen, but he's going to stay with lefty Jimmy Gobble against Mike Lowell, and, well, gobble, 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 or there you go. That's another grand slam. We're going winner, turkey dinner. Yeah, Red Sox up 11-3, Lowell's 6th home run of the season. 11-8. They sweep the 4 games.
1-1 game. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Jim Johnson. A-Rod 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Next batter, 2-2 pitch. Jason Giambi, delayed reaction. Okay, yeah, tip, strike 3, you're out. What? Chris Guccione says that ball tipped the knob of the bat. Joe Girardi. I remember last year they said Joe Torre wasn't fiery enough. He's need to get out there and kick his hat and throw his hat and do stuff like, okay, there's a hat spike, and then Girardi, Earl Weaver's proud, kicks the hat, and he indeed does get tossed. First time as a Yankee manager. That's what the Yankees fans, the brass,
few complaints with that outburst, really.
That's what they want. A terrific outburst by Joe Girardi. Guccione. Here it is again. This is clearly something you can't see. It's by sound, and we'll see. Who knows? All right, so after Bobby Abreu walks, 2 outs, Robinson Cano, and yeah, first walk-off hit this season for the Yankees. They take 2 of 3 from the Orioles. Matsui is safe. Yankees stay home for who? Seattle. Orioles go where? Tampa.
Back to the diamond. Butch and the Reds and the Padres were playing. Oh, yeah, they were. Ken Griffey Jr., 597 career home runs, tied for 6th all time. Griffey, homerless, though, in his last 90 at-bats. Second longest homerless drought in his career. And just about the time you get that phrase out of your mouth, had balls over the wall. And he has number 5 and 98 off Randy Wolf. First homer since April 23rd. His 5th of the year. But, you know, now we're closing in. Bonds, Aaron, Ruth, May, Sosa, and yes, soon Junior. We go top 7. Edwin Encarnacion argues strike 3 called with Eric Cooper. And Cooper says, boy, pick up your bat or go to Des Moines, Iowa, get the Eric Cooper Big League nachos. Very good. And Encarnacion will continue to argue, so he's going to get run. Dusty Baker's going to come out. He's going to go berserk. There's Dusty throwing the hat, kicking. Yep. Equipment foul, I think. 2-run by Cooper for Butchie in the Fantasy League. Very good for him. Kevin Kuzmanoff, 2-run shot there. 7-2 Padres. And the next guy up, Khalil Green. So we go back-to-back. Green had a couple of them in this one. The Padres hit 4 homers in a game for the first time this season. Really amazing. Did it at home there at Petco. Padres win it by a count of 8-2. So here's how Junior has fared against the next 3 starting pitchers the Reds will face in San Diego as he nears the milestone of 600 homers. Nothing in 7 at-bats against Sean Estes, but a homer in his only career at-bat against Wilfredo Ledesma. Sunday, Greg Maddux throws. Greg Maddux in the finale. Griffey has hit .324, 2 homers in his career against a 350-game winner.
Phillies 13-11 at home, 13-11 on the road. Roy Oswalt and the Astros, top of the 5. Someone's getting locked in. His name is Ryan Howard. The other way, fill thy horn with oil and go find me a king, preferably a lottery pick. His 13th of the season for Howard. Phil's looking good, up 5-2. Top of the 8th, Pat Burrell. It's a 5-5 game. Goodbye. See a couple fans go out of here. We've been talking about instant replay during the show, but as you can clearly see, that ball would have gone over the fence, accurately called. All right, bottom 9. Guess who? Brad Lidge comes into the game. Part of that trade last November came to Philly from Houston. Michael Bourne, Jeff Geary, minor league third baseman Mike Costanzo. We got a flashback because after this home run to Albert Pujols in 05, he was never the same. Lidge blew 6 saves in 06. Blew 8 more last year, booed by the fans, lambasted by the callers to radio shows, demoted from the closer's role. Now he's traded to Philly, and look at this. Albert Pujols-like hitter, Lance Berkman, 1 pitch, pop up. You can see Lidge, how relieved, how happy, how stoked he is. The Phils win 7
day games. Stupid sun. Oh, wait, they're indoors. Top 8, Rangers up 7-5. Bradley line drive to right. Carlos Gomez diving catch. Now, Milt there, he thinks maybe that's bounced. He's not going to go berserk or anything because it turns out Gomez did indeed catch the ball, so the inning is over. Bottom 8, Twins down still 7-5 with the bases chucked. Justin Morneau, line drive up the middle. 2 will score. He's surprised Morneau's not distracted with the Cup final getting ready to start, you know. He's Canadian roots and all.
He's a hockey guy.
Top 10, we're now tied at 7 still, and your leader in the majors for RBIs, Josh Hamilton. How about a home run, too, off Brian Bass? That's good Bass. His 12th. The Rangers win at 8-7.
He won't because he's Jim Leland, but at least the threat's out there. Get that team hitting again. Brandon Inge, gone. Home run. Jeremy Reed, he didn't get the ball, and he lost his glove. Tigers up 4-0. It's the same old song as we go to the 5th. Matt Joyce, Sugar Pie Honey Crunch, gone. 5th of the season. The Tigers are up 7-2. Top of the 6th, 2 on. Guess who? What Levi Stubbs was to the 4 tops, Matt Joyce is to the Tigers. Reach out. I'll be there. Tigers win big, 9-2.
Santana 4-0 on the road this season. You know what he was last season? 1-10. That's stinko. Bottom 6, 3-0. Allow overpay. Well, that's going to go a long way. His third of the season, 4-3 Jays. Santana, 6 innings pitched, 9 hits, 4 earned, so he needs some help. Top 9, same score. Okay, Mike Napoli, 10 homers and 93 at-bats. That's the best ratio in the AL. B.J. Ryan, 9 for 9 in save opportunities. So a battle of the fact bars, and it goes Ryan, Napoli. It goes to Ryan, who strikes out Napoli, and the Blue Jays win it 4-3. Again, Stanley Cup final coming. Number 10, Fred, Kentucky Ole Miss, SEC Tournament, Rebels down 1. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, Michael Guerrero, the home run to go homer. The Rebels win it 8-7, flim, flam, bim, bam.
Number 9, Mets Brave, Jeff Francoeur. Deep to left, Marlon Anderson. Oh, right in front of Harry Wright out there. However, it's the Braves who go on to win 4-2, beating Johan Santana.
Number 8, Scottish Premier League. And Butch, as you know, if it's not Scottish,
it's clap.
It's clap. Celtic wins 1-0 to capture its 42nd league title. They are overjoyed.
Phil McCracken assist. Number 7, Miami, Florida, Georgia Tech. Dave DiNatale, second home run of the game, a 3-run Jackson. Miami, a 14-12 lead, top of the 9th. Hurricanes hit 6 home runs. They beat Georgia Tech 15-12.
Number 6, Division II NCAA baseball, South Central region on Saturday. Thomas Buffus, Abilene Christian makes the great diving catch against Ouachita Baptist. That's there in Arkansas.
All right, cricket.
Yeah.
West Indies, Australia. West Indies all-rounder Dwayne Bravo shows his quick reflexes with a one-hand catch. West Indies has yet to bat. Australia tallied 301 for 4.
Is that a web gem? I have no idea. Number 4, Rangers Twins. Milton Bradley, liner to right center. Carlos Gomez coming in, makes the catch. Bradley at first protested, thought it was a trap. It's not a trap. It's an out. Rangers 1-8-7. All school.
Here's my kind of cricket. Phillies Astros. Look at J-Roll leading off the game, and Roy Oswalt can field his position. Phillies would win those 7-5. Brad Lidge the save. Howard homer.
Number 2, M's Tigers. Churro, pop fly, left field line. Matt Joyce charging. That's a charging Matt Joyce. Stay out of his way. He's charging, he's diving, he's catching. That's all that's really required. Yeah. Charge, dive, catch. Tigers win at 9-2.
This catch reminds me of the Torrey Hunter catch on Barry Bonds in the All-Star game in Milwaukee. Remember that?
Yep, yep.
Hunter came across like this, but he doesn't make the catch, but it reminds me of that, like right there. But he was over the wall and everything. But Nick Markakis,
Bonds picked him up, put him on his shoulder.
Exactly, the whole thing. But that was Nick Markakis cut in front of Adam Jones. Then he doubles off Johnny Damon.